Well, welcome everybody to Duelist of the Roses Redux mod fairy playthrough. I just finished this reincarnation on this was like the third reincarnation. Like usually I'd spend more than like a couple minutes on each of these. That was incredibly quick, and we got one of the most broken sets of reincarnation cards I've ever seen. Let's get rid of both Dark Witches. Those. What did I do? Oh. I don't think I need another swordsman from a foreign land, even if it would be pretty decent. Honestly, it's probably better than this Moon Envoy. It's definitely better than Lucky Trinket. So we now have a pretty good deck. We're just basically straight up playing lights, and have fairies as our beat sticks that we're using with it. So it's just pretty good. Now we're finally gonna play against somebody that actually uses a light deck. Unfortunately for him, my late deck is better than his. At least I'm a human and I know how to play a light deck better than he does. Because the AI doesn't know how to do buff decks at all. $2,300's pretty good. As long as I don't drag with Katana Megami, I'm not gonna try to play for it. That's a second buff target. That's great. We'll go here. Next, I'll just use Hourglass of Courage to die. So I have my two buff targets, now I just have to buff them. We don't need that. If that is a Blue Eyes with 2 equips, it's kind of annoying, but it's a Kaiser Dragon, it's fine. We'll just put this equip. Here, we'll do it this way because I want rid of the Mesmeric Control. Now Happy Lover can't die to anything but one card in his deck, and that card is exactly Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, which I intend to never let him have nearly enough summoning power to ever get that thing out. We've also gotten rid of most of the equips in his, or a lot of the equips in his deck already, too. I'm really not liking I draw here, but It's okay. My Happy Lover effect goes off after the Mystical Elf effect, so you can't really use Mystical Elf against Happy Lovers. School is absolutely over, and I finally drew exactly what I wanted. Let's play with our opponent a little. Since there's nothing he can do. Oh, that's all, lights. Okay, well, I'm just gonna end the duel. Yeah, we've played with our food a little bit here, but, I mean, this is just kind of what happens. We hit both of them. And we got ourselves a 3 in a row and a chakra. Still haven't seen a single Skull Guardian from the 3 in a row or a Blue Eyes Ultimate. Now for somebody that's actually slightly difficult, although we're gonna probably play just about the same as we have against everybody else. It would be pretty nice to play Weather Control against him, but I don't think that's going to be necessary. Yes, Kaiba, you summoned a great ancient spirit that you want to let take over the world. That's nice. Unfortunately, I believe we're much stronger. This deck would very much struggle against his deck if he actually knew how to play the game. Unfortunately for us, he doesn't know how to play the game, so... Hourglass of Courage is probably going to be a kind of a liability here. Because it's hard to get it off on crushed terrain. Just throw it there and hope he attacks it, or whatever. We will just put this face down. I just need to draw one more card to buff and a creature to buff, and then we can just kind of buff up a creature super hard. That works. Like, I'd like to buff this Happy Lover, but I'd also like to buff at least one other card. There's a ray and temperature that will work perfectly. Just start doing buffs. Magic Train's kind of fine. He probably has played mostly monsters anyways, so he's not got many monster slots left. That's a fine card to just have for accepting more buffs. Do this. Hopefully he attacks the Hourglass of Courage. That's not attacking the Hourglass of Courage, sir. But hopefully this is enough. To make this attack really hurt. My hand doesn't really matter. Yeah, my hand was pretty bad. $2,200 damage is pretty good. Unfortunately, I'll lose my creature, but what are you gonna do? Oh, that Hourglass of Courage is pretty thick. Sir? That's not how gels works. I literally just need any creature that I can put face-up defense here that he'll attack. It works. And that should be game. I only have to do 1,800 over a 3,300 creature. That thing's... So I only need like a 5,100 attack, and I should have that covered, so good game, well played. I have it exactly already. We'll just put... Just because it's the fastest, I'll just put this on for insurance and end the duel. Yeah, this is going to be a much shorter than usual episode. Sorry everyone that really likes the 30-minute long or longer episodes. Sometimes you have a bad duel against Bandit Keith and it just kind of makes it so that you were pretty well forced into this kind of length. Well, we got a Magic Drain. I'd rather have had a 3 in a row, but it doesn't really matter. I'm not going to keep this save at all. Yeah, quite easily took down the final boss of the game. The other boss was easier just because Fairies slaughter fiends. But Immortals aren't that strong. They're super annoying when they have crushed terrain to start with, which is one of the main reasons that this guy's actually really difficult. If he didn't start with the crushed terrain, he would pretty much just get run over. But that's it. That's Fairies. Really, this was just a light deck with some Fairies as the main beat stick that we used. Definitely showed off a little bit of how strong the Fairy leader abilities are. They make this style of deck really, really strong. Basically, if you're going to fight against Fairies, you're going to want monster effects. A Jiraiya will just completely shut down a deck like this, so be careful if you're playing a deck like this. You have to have an answer to Jiraiya in your deck somewhere. Yeah. And don't try to play Fiends or Zombies against Fairies. You'll lose horribly. Anyways, thanks everybody for watching, and have a nice day.